Hi guys, welcome to Stacking the Shelves for the weekend of November 11th, Veterans Day. So happy Veterans Day to all you veterans out there. This is a pretty sad book haul. I only have 2 books for the last 2 weeks. As I've said in previous videos, I'm really trying to focus on my to be read pile and get that challenge done. And I just have so many books, and it's nice to kind of go back and read ones that I've had forever and I've been wanting to read but haven't read. Some of them I've had for like 4 or 5 years, so it is nice to go back. Alright, so I did get one book for review this week, and that is Frau Faust, Volume 1 by Kore Yamazaki, and I probably said that wrong, but you know. This is from the maker of Ancient Magus Bride, so if you like that, maybe you'll like this. I have no idea. I haven't read Ancient Magus Bride, although I do have the first one in my room to read. This is a manga, obviously, you can see it. Yeah, and I got this from Amazon Vine to review, so I'm pretty sure it's already out, but I'm eager to read that. I like the cover too. I kind of like that. It's very like black Butlerish looking, which is a great segue into my second book. I did buy my second book that I got, and that is Volume 24 of the Black Butler series by Yana Bolsa. Love this series. It's like my favorite series in the world. I just love this series, so I'm very excited to see what happens. I was very sad last year when I caught up to Volume 23 finally and had to wait almost a year for Volume 24. But anyways, very excited to finally read this. The artwork in these is just absolutely unparalleled. The detail and all that kind of stuff in there is just pretty darn amazing. In the backgrounds and all that, and I'm always very impressed, and this story is amazing. I love the characters. Okay, I'm done fangirling about Black Butler. So these are the 2 I got, and you know, not super excited. They kind of match though. They're very similar in theme. I did not do a post last week because we were at Gamehole Con in Madison, Wisconsin. We had an absolutely great time there. We did True Dungeon. We had a 6-hour Pathfinder session. We tried like 4 or 5 new board games, and nobody wanted to leave. My son was like, well, can't we just live at the con? No, you can't live at the con, although people do try. So we had a really good time. I guess I was pretty negligent on taking photos. We were incredibly busy, so we were getting up at like 7:38 in the morning, go over. Our first game would start at 9 a.m. We'd be doing games until 10 p.m. at night, get dinner after that, go to bed, and then get up and do it all over again. So it was pretty exhausting, but we had just a fantastic time. So I highly recommend it. I know a lot of people go to Gen Con, which is in Indianapolis, and that is a much bigger gaming convention. But Gamehole Con, even though it's smaller, it's nice because you can get around everywhere really easy. You can get into events easier. They allow my 10-year-old son to play Pathfinder and True Dungeon, which they don't at Gen Con. Those are both 13+ events there. And stuff is cheaper. Like True Dungeon is like half the price it is at Gen Con. And it's kind of fun because it's a smaller attendance, so you see the same people every year. You know, you can schedule events back to back and not have to worry about missing anything because, you know, everything's pretty close. So we have been loving it. Madison, Wisconsin has some great restaurants downtown. We stayed in the Hilton down there. It was a beautiful hotel. So I'm just like, this is my plug for Gamehole Con. If you like board gaming conventions and role-playing game conventions, I would definitely recommend checking it out. It's great for us in Minnesota because it's a shorter drive and we can just do a lot more stuff there. So and housing isn't an issue like Gen Con. We're always struggling to find a place to stay down there. It's ridiculous. All right. Well, that's all my blabbing. The only other thing going on is it's gotten very, very cold here in Minnesota. The high today is, I believe, 15 degrees. The low last night was 3. Very, very cold. The wind chill yesterday was 0. Kind of a slap in the face because it was 70 degrees a couple weeks ago, and then all of a sudden we got snow, and then it got really cold, and it feels like it went kind of from summer to winter with no fall. A little bit unusual for us, but it is supposed to warm up into the mid-40s next week, so we should maybe get a little bit of fall weather. It's just, it's caused bizarre things to happen, like all the leaves fell off the trees kind of abruptly, but then it snowed, and then more leaves fell down, and then like, so I'm out trying to clean up leaves, but we've actually got leaves frozen on our deck in between sheets of ice, so like I can't get them off the deck. Random stuff like that, like we never got any of the leaves raked up before there was snow over them, and now the snow is gone, and so then we got some of them raked up, and then it snowed again, and it's been kind of a mess. But in hockey season has started, so we're doing hockey practices 4 nights a week, and we have our first game on Sunday, and we're like in full swing with hockey. So my life will be very busy until about February. That's all I have to say, which I said very rapidly. But I hope you guys got some great books, that you're having a good fall or winter, depending on where you're living, and you're revving up for Thanksgiving, which is only in a couple weeks, unbelievably. I can't believe my son is talking about Christmas presents. I'm like, Christmas? Oh my God, yeah, I guess it's November. We should probably start thinking about Christmas, I guess. So anyways, hope you got lots of great books, that you had a great week of reading. I will talk to you next week, hopefully. My life is going to calm down. We aren't planning any more trips until spring break. So, yay. I'm excited to get caught up on stuff. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.